Yeah.
I did it my way. I know. Hell no.
What?
was that?
It's the introductions. My new, you got your pim. Mine is yeah. Hello guys, how you doing?
Welcome, guys, to a new episode of the Cheapsk8s.
Shooty, duty, everybody ready. Let's ride time with the goodie. I got bars.
It's okay, it's fine.
Look.
Hi guys, I hope you guys are having a fantastic life. I'm sure by the time you're watching this, it will be way past the weekend. Today is Sunday. And we're coming from church.
Yes, church was really nice. So calm.
If you're new to this channel, thank you for joining us. Please do click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that each time we get a new video, you know when it's up. If you're part of the Cheapsk8 family, thank you for your support.
Support.
Thank you guys so much, and please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that there's Cheapsk8s.
Tell a friend about Cheapsk8s.
Guys, today we're at the art farm. The art farm is like this really nice place. Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's
not
so green. Like now it's not so green.
Yes.
Yeah, it's quite brownish and
but it's a great farm to be around. It's a nice place to just walk around.
Picnics, photo shoots, chakuti.
Videos.
Oh yeah, you should check out. We're gonna put the link down below of one of the videos that we know that were taken, that had a video taken here.
Yes, it has some relation to Baytoo. Haha.
Oh, yes.
Baytoo.
So it's called Sugar. The song's called Sugar.
Sugar. And I want
Babe,
you.
Don't sing. You are going to traumatize our viewers, and then they are
look,
not going
guys,
to
just accept that I got vocals. Sugar.
My brother, no.
I want you to watch the Sugar video and guess who's in the video. I want you to watch that video very carefully. One of us is in the video, or both of us. I want you to discover. Yes. Research. What do you say? Okay.
No, that's like wiping my lips.
Okay. Wipe your nose.
I said my lips. What are we talking about today, babe?
The topic today is, can you separate the art from the musician? Basically, their music, whether it's you're listening to it or just
movies, support it, or whatever,
anything they do, that's in their artistic realm. Realm. Does it apply to you just supporting the artist as a human being, basically? My stance on it is, I think you can, to a certain extent, because
to what extent? Is this to a greater extent or to a lesser extent?
To a lesser extent. I mean, because the sad thing is, if you've grown with this artist, they've inspired you day to day, they've taken you through something, right? You have so many great memories, or like you and your partner share a wedding song with this artist. Then all of a sudden that artist comes out having let's say a scandal or something you do not support. Do you completely disregard that the fact that this person inspired you, they made you a better person if in somewhat manner, and all of a sudden that person, everything is discredited, you throw it in the bin?
Okay, I need to come with a rebuttal.
Go ahead.
Personally, I think you cannot separate an artist from their art, because anything creative is passion driven in the sense it comes from somewhere deep inside you as a person for you to then create something, right? So once you've created something, which means that it's in an essence, it might not 100% be talking about you, but there's a certain percentage that's about you. For example, I could write a song, right? I might write a song about a girl that went to the United States, and then, you know, she's struggling, so she then has whatever, you know, whatever the song is. In that song, I might have not gone to the States, I might have not gone through that particular situation, but there's an element of Chinaye in that song. Do you get it? Because I'm an artist, for what I know is that creatives put 70% of their self, of their individuality in their work. That's why you see, even when you see like a painting, a Picasso painting or a Da Vinci painting, it has an element of Da Vinci. That's why you can distinguish between, that's a Da Vinci, that's a whatever these artists are called. Yeah, that one. So the individuality for me is in every piece of art, right? So it's difficult to then say I'm gonna separate the art from the artist, because let me finish. Because the art itself is the artist. For example, R. Kelly, right? He's a very scandalous man. He has had his very many stories of rape, child abuse, etc., pedophilia, domestic abuse. The list is endless. Satanic whatever's in chakuti, right? What I believe, this is my opinion. Remember, this is an opinion video. What I believe is, number one, R. Kelly is his art. Everything that R. Kelly sings is him.
Okay.
If you listen carefully to his lyrics, I'm not able to quote any at the moment, but if you listen carefully to his lyrics, there's some points where he would describe everything, some of the events that have taken place in his life, step by step. Number two, he talks about his struggle with spirituality in his music. And sometimes it's not his particular music, even the music that he writes for other artists.
Okay.
So in that sense, his individuality is expressed through his art, which is music. Is he a good artist? Is he talented? Yes, I will not take that away from him. But do I associate his art to his crimes? Yes, I do, because for me, his art has fueled him to behave in the manner that he did. If it wasn't for the music, I don't think he would have done what he did. Or if he had done, it wouldn't have gone to the extent that it did. So for me, I'm not able to separate the artist from his art.
Okay.
It's tricky, yes. I mean, there's songs that R. Kelly did that I really like, but I've gotten to a point where I've settled in my heart. I've made a choice, an informed choice, not to listen to his music, not to even entertain anything that has anything to do with him. It's even gotten to a point where, you know, when we're in the club and the DJ does a mix, and then it so happens to have an R. Kelly song. Sometimes I just end up, you know, sitting down or just going to the bathroom or something, because I feel if it wasn't for his music, he wouldn't have had so much power over the girls that he abused. If it wasn't for his music, he wouldn't have, you know, he wouldn't have gotten away with what he did. He wouldn't have had power over the justice system. He wouldn't have power over the parents of those girls, let alone the people that work for him. So for me, I will not be able to separate the two. They are inclusive. To me, they're not exclusive in any way. And yeah, I know you're probably thinking, so that means that you're gonna cancel a lot of artists. Yeah, because that's my personal opinion. I'm not saying that he's not talented. I'm not saying that he didn't make an impact in the music industry as well as people's lives. He has saved lives, and he, in his own way, in his own weird way, he has saved lives, and he's had an impact on people's lives. But personally, for me, as a creative, as a writer, I am my work. So if I do something bad, if I do something questionable, my work will reflect that, and I have to be held accountable. So yeah, that's basically my opinion.
Okay, I definitely understand why you wouldn't separate the art from the artist. My opinion about it is, you can, but obviously, it's all about how you take it, how you relate to that artist, or what that person's actions relate to you. I remember someone was saying, you if you're talking about separating the art from the artist, can you separate the trauma from the victim? And obviously, you can't separate the trauma from the victim. And people are using that as a reverse argument for you can't separate the art from the music, from the artist. My thought behind separating the art from the artist was basically what that person did for you before the scandal happened. What that music did for you, whatever music, movies, whatever it did for you, whether it changed you to be a better person or not. If we're saying we're canceling that person, are we discrediting everything that specific art did for you, and saying, oh no, because the artist did this, it was part of his music and whatnot? You're completely canceling out. You're taking out of it was your favorite wedding song. This song was your go-to song when you were depressed, when you almost killed yourself, things like that. I think it's all about how the extreme of how far you are going to disregard that artist after the scandal. So, in essence, that's why I said, in my opinion, you could, at some point, you could separate the art from the artist, because you'd be like, you know what? This is the reason why I listen to this person. I listen to this person because they help me through my troublesome time. A big issue that I have is people have this, not really peer pressure, but they have this shove it in your face. If you're not going to cancel that person, you're just as bad as that person. And yes, I understand that's how you feel, and I'm also coming from a person who, if I listen to an artist who used to beat up women or whatnot, and I'm really against it, it's not gonna say that a song that I heard before that issue, it could be something, he could have changed before, or you could have changed after that certain music that I liked. Should I also disregard that? Should I throw away that music collection that I have, music that I already had bought, just listen to that music that specifically was in a time span before his scandalous ways, or before he started behaving in a really horrible manner? So separating the art from the artist I say it's a tricky one for me. In my opinion, you could, but that's all about you. You have your own traumatic experiences that you relate to the person or the victims of that actual artist. And yeah, I mean, I definitely understand why people can't separate. It's traumatic. If you've been through something similar to what that artist has done to someone else, it's almost impossible for you to actually even separate, to even consider separating it. But it's just an opinionated. It's a very touchy situation. It's all about where you stand as a person. How strong are you, and how far are you willing to go for your own beliefs? I feel like it should be your own choice. It shouldn't be something that's forced upon you. If you're forced upon to believe that you can separate art from an artist, that's not the way. A person should just say their opinion. Excuse me. This person should just say their opinion, and it's up to you to choose whether you cancel that person or not. Because canceling nation, I won't lie, canceling nation has been on a roll. At the same time, there's certain people they're not canceling who have done similar things. So and that's actually one of the places I stand on. If you're really talking about let's cancel this person, completely gone, I would ask, in that playlist or in that group of people that you like who have done something similar or remotely in the same behavior bracket, do you also cancel them, or you just cancel that specific person because of how brutal or how high the level was for that artist? That's what I think.
Makes sense. It's really difficult because, like you said, we're all entitled to our own opinions, and our experiences, our orientation, our backgrounds, are the ones that determine how we then relate to something. And for me, the moment somebody abuses somebody, I don't know, for me it just does something to me. It just changes the way I think about that person, because if you cannot regard a human being, then essentially your art or your work also shows that you don't regard a human being, be it in a sexist manner, be it in a inhumane manner, whatever. So for me, I get it. Canceling somebody has to be something that is informed. Don't just make the decision to cancel somebody without getting full detail. Don't make the decision to cancel somebody because Ranga said so, and everybody, it's like the trend. These celebrities, they live their own life despite you canceling them, or you not canceling them. They live their own lives, and their life goes on at the end of the day whilst you're busy worrying about what Zimbabwean did, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I, like he said, you need to be informed, be willing to see how far your beliefs can go, and yeah, I mean, for me, if you're gonna abuse women, for me, it's a done deal. Like, if I listen to you, if I so happen to be listening to your music, it's because I don't have control over the speaker and whoever's playing the music. But for me, after having researched and found out certain things about you, and I feel like your music or your art communicates that, I will cancel you. Yeah. And that's because that's what I feel like. I'm not doing it because everybody's doing it. I'm not doing it because it's the in thing. I'm doing it because my emotional intelligence just makes me try and see it from the victim's point of view. But that's my opinion.
Being informed is the most important thing ever. People say we should cancel this person, should cancel that person. Be informed, guys. To me, as much as people are dark, they do so much bad things in their life, I always come back to God and go, okay, if God gave his only son to in my religious belief that he gave his only son, he took his life just for people to get their sins forgiven. If a person can change, I think if God can allow a person to change, I'm sure a person that has done something really bad can change as well. There should be that open gap. So if canceling, yes, you can cancel, it's fine if that person doesn't show any change or whatnot. But at the same time, if someone shows the change, that they're changing and they're doing whatever, is it still part of the canceling nation? If that person has changed, is now in a better space, has got a better wife, is a better husband, they're in a really great space and they're treating their spouse or partner in the correct manner, is it still worth the canceling? I mean, I feel that's what you look for in someone. If someone does wrong, you look for them to change. So yeah, just be informed, guys. That's basically what you should be, because if you're not informed, you cancel someone, then all of a sudden you realize that they were falsely accused. Like recently we were watching When They See Us, when you should watch it, it's on Netflix. It's about the Trailer Park 5, the 5 kids who got wrongly accused of a rape. They were coerced into lying and saying that they did it when they didn't, and served immense time for nothing, and went for so many years being hated by so many people for something they did not do. And that shows the danger of canceling. You just cancel someone without being informed, because you just work on the information of, oh, that's what they said. And let alone imagine what that parent goes through if a parent has their child going through that canceling situation. So it's a hard trail to walk, but yeah, please be informed before you cancel. There's a lot that can happen. You know, I mean, you never know. That person you'll be canceling could be Jesus on earth. He just came to see what's going on earth. You know, doing his passerby, coming through for the apocalypse.
Don't you think you're taking it a bit far?
I said it coming through for the apocalypse.
Okay.
I mean, Jesus got framed back in the day. Remember?
Yeah, but like.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, guys, like that being said, let's get the conversation going. What is your opinion about separating the art from the artist? Is it possible or is it not possible? Do comment down below or on our socials.
Yes.
We're gonna put the links down below. And yeah, man, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that there's Cheapsk8s. Thank you for watching. We love you. We love you guys, because we wouldn't be doing all of this if you guys weren't watching.
Yes, we love you. Love you.
Really thank you. Like, it means like
I love you, you, and you.
A lot. So do comment, tell us what you think, and tell us also, guys, what you would like to see more of on the Cheapsk8s. I know content creation is a bit difficult sometimes, because you set out to do a particular thing and then you end up, tangent from what you set out to do.
A lot.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, what we want is to keep you guys entertained, to keep you guys informed, and just, it's also like a punching bag for us. Yeah, we enjoy doing this. So hopefully, you guys enjoy watching us like on a reel.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Cheapsk8s Nation.
Much love. Keep growing.
We love you.
Peace.